Hi, my name is Tim Bradrick, and this is my game demonstration for my capstone project, Scoundrel Scrolls. I am taking an interruption of training, and this is an extension of that. So we'll call this milestone 10 or week 14. We'll go ahead and get my application started here. Now, the two major factors that I wanted to get done with this was the tutorial and cleaning up the animations. We noticed a hand over here with a question mark button. All the tutorial messages, well, I should say some of the tutorial messages have this question mark button. Some of them appear automatically. And we could tap on there, and it's just a welcome kind of explaining the two different ways to get started playing and so forth. And I'm just going to quickly go through some of the earlier tutorials that I've created. There's another one. I'm going to turn off the music. And then there's just a message for each one. And then if there's an additional message, there'll be a forward and next button, and then an X over there to exit out. And then you notice that sometimes there's a hand that will show the different buttons and so forth. And we're just going to jump right in here to the play button. Kind of demonstrate both of them at the same time going into the adventure section. Here we see another tutorial talking about the neighborhood. And then we see the buttons up there at the top explaining the different items there. We're just going to wander off into the neighborhood. One of the things that you'll notice is the animation here. There's some grapes. What the main thing with the animations is that I was noticing that the position of the clothing and the shoes and so forth would get messed up if went straight up and down and then diagonally after that. So that's what we're going to try here. We're going straight down here, and then we're going to go diagonally up, and we see now that it's cleaned up, and the squirrel is still in good position there. And then we'll try it in the opposite direction, and all of the animation should be working pretty well here. So we're just going to go into the adventure area. Were some other problems with the animations with climbing, and I have those cleaned up, and I'm going to demonstrate that. And you'll see some of the additional tutorials that I've added since the last week. Here it's explaining the adventure and how you want to complete it as quickly as possible. You have a timer, and the timer starts with the green flag, ends with the checkered flag, and then you can pause the timer with the tutorial or the I button up there. And there's just an explanation of the prize box and so forth. And there's all kinds of these tutorial messages throughout the adventure, and it pauses the game when it pops up a tutorial message. So we're just going to exit out, and then I'm going to climb up and down this tree trunk. Now, as soon as I go there, we'll get a tutorial message about climbing, and there we go. So we have the red indicators indicating what is climbable. Just moving up and down. You go in front of the trunk and move up and down, and then you finish by getting to the branches or the ground. And we'll just go there. Now, regarding the animations, this was a major concern when I was trying to enter into the trunk area. I'm trying to get the squirrel to animate showing climbing down, and squirrels can climb with their head facing downward, and I wanted to kind of imitate that in the game. The problem is that getting the animation to flip back and forth, and when I talk about my code, I'll demonstrate what some of the problems were. But it's working very smooth right now, so we'll just go ahead and get him started. And there we go. He transitions very nicely into running along the ground, and it works the same way, and he is animated. He's not wearing a lot of clothing right now, or at least brown clothing. Brown's brown squirrel with brown clothing. So, and he has glasses and an apron on there. So you can't see it too well, but it is transitioning very cleanly. And there we go. Okay. So, and that's the main features for the animations. And here's some more tutorials. I'll just go for a couple more seconds here. It's talking about jumping. And earlier I had the blue indicator indicating climb and red indicating jump. And I noticed setting up the tutorials, hey, wait, the jump button is blue. Why don't I make the indicator for jump blue as well? So I just switched the colors there. And then it's talking about how you have to move forward and so forth. And then you can change the position of the jump button. Okay. And just all the different tutorials and some of the things that were cleaned up. I'll go to the second tree and just show that that has been cleaned up as well. And I've added some additional indicators. There it's talking about the falling hazard and the bushes. And we'll just go through. And more indicators. Okay, we'll just grab here. And then we'll just show the climb here. And there's an apple. And we'll jump over the apple. And jump back. And then, whoop. And we'll jump onto the tree. And we'll see that the transition is pretty nice. And same with this climb spot over here. Okay. And I'll talk more about what I did in my code. Thanks.